The National Priorities Project came up with some stunning numbers. They crunched the numbers and did some good math on our budget in America. And I think that it's important for you to get this context. So Jake Johnson at Common Dreams writes about it. They explain the average taxpayer contributed $3,456 to the military in 2017. That's according to Lindsay Koshgarian. Compared to $80 that went to welfare programs and just $39 to the Environmental Protection Agency. So there's two layers to that. One is, look at the difference. In order to protect our air, our water, make sure we don't get poisoned, $39. In order to wage wars, and nobody's attacking us, nobody in Syria attacked us, we're attacking there, Yemen, and the list goes on, right? We got attacked all the way back in 2001, and now it's 2018, 17 years later, that war is endless. The people that originally attacked us are long gone. Now there's new group after new group because of all the new aggressive wars that we've started. And in order to pay for those wars, each one of us, that's the second stunning part, each one of us on average is giving $3,456 to the Defense Department. Most of it, or a lot of it, going to military contractors. Did you agree to that? Are you happy with that? You want to take $3,456 of your hard-earned money and spend it on defense, and only $39 to protect the environment, make sure your kids are safe? That's insanity, let alone the $80 to welfare, and the list goes on. All right, in an analysis published last month, National Priorities estimated that 23.8 cents of every dollar in taxes paid in 2017 went to Pentagon and military spending. So take a look at your own taxes. 24% of it, just take it and give it to military contractors. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, 11 cents goes to the military contractors alone. So yes, the Defense Department also spends money on employees, on the troops, on a couple of other areas, obviously. And hence they hide behind the fact that, hey, support the troops, support the troops. But do you know that troops that start in at the ground level often get paid $19,000 a year? The money isn't going to them in mass. No, 11 cents of every dollar that you send in on your taxes, 11% of all the taxes you pay goes straight to defense contractors' pockets. Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and Northrop Grumman, and Raytheon, and all those guys. This is what corruption looks like. It isn't to quote unquote protect us. It isn't for our defense. It's because those guys, again, legally bribe our politicians. They give them money, campaign contributions, independent expenditures, and yes, jobs after they retire. They also give the generals jobs after they retire, and lo and behold, they get billions of dollars taken out of our pockets and right into theirs. Paul Kawika Martin for Peace Action says, Congress appropriates more for US military spending than the next 8 countries combined, but year after year refuses to adequately invest in access to quality education and healthcare for millions of Americans, infrastructure spending, and alternative energy. So every time they tell you, oh, there's nothing we could do, we can't afford it, we can't afford it. And if you try to get kids a college education like Bernie Sanders proposed, oh, so impractical. That is a minuscule percentage of the Defense Department budget. It's a minuscule percentage of what we send straight into military contractors' pockets. But for those priorities, for your priorities, can't afford it. Well, every time you hear you can't afford it, understand that it's a lie. They can afford the tax cuts, $1.9 trillion hole in the deficit. They can afford endless money going to military contractors. But when it comes to protecting your environment or your kids or your health, all of a sudden they can't afford it. Last fact for you guys. Again, Lindsay Koshgarian for National Priorities saying a 10% cut in spending on military contractors would provide enough money to hire 395,000 elementary school teachers or provide health insurance for 13 million children. That's not all defense spending. That's just 10% of the money going specifically to military contractors. So a tiny sliver of the defense budget would pay for 395,000 teachers. And you got teacher strikes all across the country because they're not getting pay raises, their health insurance is going up, the inflation is going up. our teachers are suffering, and we won't even cut 10% of the money going to military contractors. That's what our priorities are, because our politicians are fundamentally corrupt. Regain democracy. wolf-pac.com/go. We'll put the link down below. Get involved, volunteer, donate, do whatever you're gonna do, but fight back against the system because they don't care about us. We gotta get our government back. Young Turks. If you wanna get the whole Young Turks show every single day, become a member, tytnetwork.com/join. And once you do, you'll be saying,
you know, I'm like a smart person.
Or you might say,
I think it's weird.
Or you might say,
oops.
No, that won't be that one. It won't be that one. It'll be great, trust me. tytnetwork.com/join.